one more time.
Show you the money.
Say it with me, Jerry. Say it with me, big brother.
Show you the money.
No. Let's show you the money. Show me the money. Let me hear you say it.
Show me the money.
Louder, Jerry.
Show me the money.
Look, Jerry, say it louder. Show me the money.
That's Golden Tate. Apparently he made that the last time he signed a free agent contract, but it went largely unnoticed. It's everywhere now on social media, his homage to Jerry Maguire. And last time around, he got 5 years, $31 million from the Lions. Now the Giants give him 4 years, $37.5 million, $23 million fully guaranteed for a receiver on the wrong side of 30. And regardless of what the Giants would say, because they'll say he's not the replacement for Odell Beckham Jr., it's going to look like he's the replacement for Odell Beckham Jr., and it's only going to make Giants fans more salty than they already were, thinking that the Giants believe that they can backfill the giant void left by OBJ with Golden Tate.
And this is nothing against Golden Tate, because I think Golden Tate's a very good receiver. I mean, Mike, you know, from him being in the NFC North for so many years, he kind of killed everyone in the NFC North. He's always a big play guy, and, you know, not obviously doesn't stretch the field, but I'm talking about, like, makes big catches in big moments. He did it for the Eagles against the Bears in the playoffs. But this makes no sense, and it makes no sense because what you just said. Odell Beckham gets traded on Tuesday. Whether this is the Odell Beckham replacement or not, they will always be linked together, and the Giants can't figure out what they want to do. What their premise here now is they want to win while also building a roster. Dave Gettleman said you can win while you build a roster. We do have a plan, and this is part of it. Listen, I just go with the gut test here. When you have to get in front of the media and convince them that you do, in fact, have a plan, chances are you don't have a plan.
Well, I think the plan is this. And the plan, well, the plan as it relates to Odell Beckham Jr. dramatically changed, because surely the plan wasn't let's keep him for one more year and pay him over $21 million and then trade him when they could have traded him a year ago. But the broader plan is tiptoe on eggshells around Eli Manning. That for whatever reason, Eli Manning has a lifetime pass with the New York Giants. And I think it all goes back to when former head coach Ben McAdoo clumsily tried to bench Eli Manning for Geno Smith. The fan base lost their mind, and now the Giants ultimately fear the reaction to when they decide to move on from Eli Manning. So their attitude is, we got to keep this guy for as long as he wants to be here, even if he's the last one to figure out that it's time to go. All because of the 2 Super Bowls that he won and the affection that the fans have. Because I think the fans feel like Eli's a member of the family, and how dare you rip this guy away from us, but we will still reserve the right to say that the team stinks. It's a weird duality for a Giants fan. They don't like the fact that the team's no good, but don't you touch Eli Manning.
And really, I think Ben McAdoo was ahead of his time, because when you look at the Giants, what they were last year, I don't think the fan base would care as much now if they said we're moving on from Eli Manning. The interesting thing that's going to happen here with the Giants is now they have the 6th and 17th pick. Will they move up, or will they try to pick their quarterback at 6? And if they do pick their quarterback, what happens, Mike? What happens when that quarterback, let's call him Dwayne Haskins, shows up to minicamp, shows up to training camp, and is a better quarterback than Eli Manning? And the whole entire team says, why are we playing Eli Manning? Why are we going with this guy when you guys told us the plan is to win? Because my theory has always been it is hard to intentionally tank in the NFL because guys are playing for their jobs. It's a violent sport. You need to be out there giving your all. You can't say we're going to try to lose games like you can in the NBA or maybe Major League Baseball. So if the Giants draft a quarterback, now what's going to happen when that quarterback ends up being better than Eli Manning? You're now going to undercut your coach, and the whole thing blows up for you.
And that's how we're going to find out more about the plan, whatever it is, how they use those 2 first-round picks. If they take a quarterback with either of those picks, then the plan is build for the future. If they package the 2 picks together and move up to try to get a Kyler Murray, and they met with Murray the other night after his pro day workout, and they reportedly aren't interested in him because he's not big enough, he doesn't fit the mold. But you know what? If they fall in love with him, they should do what they have to do to go get him. But that's when we'll know what the plan is. And you're right, they're asking for trouble. If they try to do the KC model, and at the scouting combine, that was the talking point that everyone from the Giants was putting out. The KC model, draft a guy who sits for a year while Eli Manning is here. They said it so much, I wonder whether or not it's the truth. I think they're trying to misdirect their competitors while also making the fans think they have a plan.
We do have a plan. Dave Gettleman said that. If you have to say that, you don't have a plan.
Take our word for it.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.